Hey, what's up, everybody? What's happening? I'm King Smith. A lot of y'all don't know me, and that's fantastic. But I'm a fan of football, and I'm a fan of GEFA since I moved here in Maryland in 2013 and found out that there was some semi-pro football being played around the area. I understand that there's a couple of different offerings out there between the 8-man and 11-man, but 8-man's been that nice, fast-paced, action-packed type of football that's been a pretty good product, and the Great Eastern Football Association has built itself up since I've been keeping up with what's been going on after I moved here. Now, there's a couple of different teams for the upcoming 22 season, and we had a different champion coming into this thing 2021. All right, shout out to the Cumberland Valley Hitmen. We got a couple of new teams. We got the Mountain Men and the Buffaloes coming out of the lower west side of the state of Pennsylvania. Who is going to drive all the way down here? All right. I guarantee you, I'll never be making any of these games over here. It ain't happening. But I'm gonna try and come and catch a couple of games up in this region here. Now, since I live right here in Frederick, Maryland, I'm gonna go where it's an easier drive for your boy. All right. But if you want to know where these teams are located at, you can come to GEFA360.com/current teams, and you can get the Facebook pages of all of the teams here, as well as the address of the stadium fields, so you can go and catch some semi-pro football on Saturdays. And apparently this year there's a Sunday game or two coming up as well. All right. I wanted to put this little product together as a fan of the league, as a fan of football. And if this is something that you guys and gals are interested in coming to check out just to hear me ramble, maybe post some highlights, if I can get the teams to upload their videos onto their YouTube channels, I'll put together a little highlight clip and give a little Sports Center montage week to week. Ooh, let me take that back. I'm going to say week to week if I've got the bandwidth for it. But I think I do. I think I do. If everybody puts their stuff together out on time, I'll try and put together a quick little pre-game video on Fridays right before the Saturday games. All right. We'll see about that though. But let's take a look at this schedule. We got 16 teams in 8 games going into the 2022 season. That's fantastic. Highlighted by what they call the game of the week, Saturday in Shippensburg, Pennsylvania, between the Savages and the Cumberland Valley Hitmen. Don't ask me why I have that as a sound effect. I just do. All right. But there's some fantastic games this week. Okay. And if you take a look at what was given at the prediction for week 1, all right, for the most part, there's uniformity with where everybody predicted the games to come out as. You got Vinny, who's the interesting one. He went lone wolf on 2 of the picks for this week. And what if he's the only one that's right? What if Vinny is the only one that predicts all of the wins and losses for this week? I don't think he's going to let y'all not hear about that. Okay. But if you take a look, you got Shock versus Spartans, and going across the board, everybody's picked the Shock to win. The Buffaloes versus the Mustangs. Okay, you got 4-1 for the Mustangs over Buffalo, who's one of those teams that I will never go see play. They could have the coolest stadium. I'm just not driving that far. All right. Wildcat versus the Nightmare. Wildcat got one love from Travis. We'll see if they would have pulled that upset. Tomahawks versus Diamondbacks. I'm going to assume that this is the Tomahawks logo here, since this looks like a tomahawk. I don't know. I'm not familiar with all the teams just yet. And Diamondbacks got no love. And it started out right here. Tomahawks had a bit of a disappointing season last year. It was the first time we didn't see the Tomahawks miss the playoffs since 2013. But Coach Rogers said on the podcast, the needed changes to be made apparently have been made. So expect a completely different Tomahawks team going into this season. It's at this game. but I'm going to assume that that meant this season. All right, Thunder versus Cyclones. Look, the Cyclones lost the game in the championship last year, and all of a sudden, they're number 2 in the power rankings going into this year. I got something to say about that when I come over there back to it. All right. Mountain Men versus Comanche. Comanche across the board. There's not going to be any doubt about that. If the Mountain Men score over 18 points, apparently, that's a win for them. You got Warriors versus Vikings. Hey, Thor, why did Vinny pick against you, bruh? Why did he pick against you? That's an interesting pick. You lose that game, you might not have that one be let down. All right. And then for the game of the week, the Savages. What's happening? What's happening? I'm a savage. Yeah. Against the Cumberland Valley Hitmen. You got Hitmen across the board. Even though the Savages are coming into this joint ranked 4th in the preseason. Here's my prediction. I think I agree with every pick that James made. All right. Him and looks like Brent all had the same picks. So I agree with all of those two. Also, if you took a look at the week 1 GEFA pre-podcast that, Coach V and Thor and all of those guys did, where James Simonson was dressed as the late, great Macho Man Randy Savage, may he rest in peace, it was a general consensus that the Mountain Men, Spartans, and Buffaloes were going to be down at the bottom coming into preseason week 1. Now, all of that can change as you get into each Saturday or Sunday, depending on what game that you have and what day that you're playing on. Now, that's all I got for this video. I put together a little something that I think it was done really quick. I could have done some things better, but watch the video. Get ready for week 1. I wish you guys good luck. All right. Remember, football is a young man's game. Okay. As long as you have the ability to play, suit up, try out, get out there and play for a team, because I'm going to tell you, there's going to come a time and point where your body say, I can't do this ish anymore. All right. Peace.
It's a brotherhood. And if we stand strong together, we can't be denied.
This is not a normal football. This is basically arena football outdoors with the end zones a little bit larger than what you would see basically at the Wells Fargo Center or any other multi-purpose arena. The yard. Let's see what happens here. Inside handoff, it is, and it's welcome to the end zone just like that for number 25, Trey Campbell. Anyway, after the 7-yard pickup from the 16-yard line, it is 2nd and 3. And they're going to go high motion there. Back Medina, looking. Will he take off again? And yes, he will. He'll cross it. Oh, he's going to score. What a nice move. Welcome to the end zone. All right, well, once again, the loudest place in Pennsylvania is not Citizens Bank Park. It is Selinsgrove, Pennsylvania, on this 4th and 4 from the 11-yard line.
Yeah, I'm going to put money on it. Medina's calling his own number.
Well, we'll see. Medina, empty gun here, waiting for the snap. There it is. He goes back. He's lobbing it. Wide open, and there's a goal! Welcome to the end zone! We're looking at the end line!
Let's go!
Medina keeps it.
Oh my God! Wow!
Go!
Tailback to the trip left, tailback to the right. 3 down linemen, 4 down linemen. Cyclone show blitz, 15 blocking orders. Steps back, rolls to his left, throws a dart.
Oh, Corey Tallarico,
Catches the pass.
touchdown!
He's in! Receiver Tallarico! Hitman touchdown! Touchdown!
56 seconds left to go in the game.
Hit your head, get off the field. You gotta make the conversion. You gotta make the conversion. 56 seconds in MOBA is an eternity. It's an eternity.
Yoda, drop the beat and go
Here
crazy.
we go. 56 points green line. 58, 56.
All right, so 58-52 Hitmen, 56 seconds left to go in the game.
Biggest three-point conversion of the season.
No, they had one earlier. They had one earlier.
This is the biggest one.
Oh, yeah. I thought you said this could be their first.
Nothing there. Get out. He has time. Rolls to his left. Stop. Oh,
It's gone! It's gone!
It's good. Ladies and gentlemen, 56.3 seconds on the clock. 3 down line, and here comes the rush. Good rush. Cena rolls to his left, breaks the pocket, scrambles, keeps it himself, gains the first down.
Oh, there he goes! They still need that conversion.
That scummed up in the bottom, covered up signal. They got a spy on Greg. All Greg. Takes it. All Greg.
Oh, he stopped! He stopped!
Short, and the Heatmen win! Not yet. Then they come on the victory formation.
Comanche football says no hate. It took a pro team to defeat the Cyclones.
Hey, before you sign this off, stamp that shit!
You broke my phone.
Congratulations. That's it. You've had it all year. No, too. Egg on our faces, man.
First one here. Yes, sir. See that? Caleb, the first one here.
Egg on our faces.
Appreciate that.
So there you go.
Appreciate that.
Thank you to the 350 people that watched.
2021
Grab me that box.
Great Eastern Football Association champions are Cumberland Valley Hitmen.
And let's say here I am, someone that really only has, based on that 100, a 75% or 75 ability. And here over here is someone that has 85 that I'm going to play against. Now, it takes everyone, but this is just for you as an individual. Now, on Saturday, by virtue of the fact that you have paid the price, you've learned those lessons, you work on the little things, you are willing to give a little extra. Although you only have 75% ability, you play a little over your head, and we expect you to. Okay, you play, and you'll be an 85 player that day. Now, here's another man over here that's playing against you. Now, this could happen, it don't always happen. That maybe he hasn't played the prize. Maybe he hasn't learned those lessons. Maybe he's not as dedicated as you are. And he doesn't play as well as he's supposed to play. And he falls off 10%, or he falls off 10. He only plays 75. And that's just to illustrate my point. Then you, because of your preparation and the things I'm trying to get across to you, you can beat him because you paid 85. And if we do that as a team, we'll be walking out of here as national champions. And I'll tell you this, I expect nothing less.